I'm going to be your champion. I'm going to be America's champion.
Here he is in the very ballroom where I got bullied out of many thousands of dollars, making promises that are just like the promises that he made to me and didn't keep. Donald Trump hired my small business to design a clubhouse for the Trump National Golf Club. Trump, in a meeting, made this big circle and wrote, "Love over here."
I've built an extraordinary business on relationships and deals that benefit all parties involved.
I sent a bill. It wasn't paid. The Trump Organization said they would meet me at the clubhouse. There were probably 15 Trump Organization people. They were going to offer me way less than half, barely a little more than a third of what we had built. I felt humiliated because here I was in the ballroom that I worked so hard to design, and they basically ganged up on me. I didn't feel that I had a lot of choice but to accept their lowball offer. You know, I had already paid out that money. That was money gone. That was just absorbed by me personally. So we sent that invoice, and it wasn't paid. I went and I met with Mr. Trump in his office, and he said, "You know, I really don't think I should pay anymore because I spent too much on this building." I had already accepted less than the total monies due to my firm. And he basically said he only wanted to pay me half of that amount. Mr. Trump's attorney said if I were to sue the Trump Organization, I would probably get that money. But he made very clear to me that it was his job to make sure that it took me so long and so much money that I was probably wise to accept this very meager sum of money at the end of the day, which I did. I decided that I didn't want to fight the fight. It almost put me out of business. We had to max out the credit lines to keep the little ship afloat and pay the rent. And I made virtually zero money for a couple of years and lived on meager savings that were supposed to be for my son to go to school to keep from folding. Because I was the little guy, he was winning and wanted to keep winning, and his definition of winning is making sure the other guy loses. And that way of doing business is just not very fair to the little guy.
We will make it very, very good for our companies, for our small businesses, and for people that want to survive and do well in our country.
You can't run a country the way Mr. Trump has run his businesses. He has hurt small business, and he hurt my small business. Donald Trump's impatience, greed, and his ego is very ill-suited to be making judgments that affect hundreds of millions of Americans and billions of residents of the world. It's a nightmare as a thought to me.